Welcome back, everyone. My name is Michael Nilsson. I'm a landscape photographer from Utah. Today we're at Deer Creek Reservoir. It's pretty high right now. Come out here to do some astrophotography later tonight and hoping to come away with some evening shots. I was hoping for somewhat of a sunset, but as you can see, there's hardly any clouds in the direction I want to shoot, if nothing at all, but lots of haze. And I believe all that haze is coming from the fires up in Canada. So if you're new to this channel, I appreciate you taking a look and seeing what this is all about. I'm hoping to share my adventures here in Utah as I explore it in a new light and show how I achieve some of the images that I come away with and give some tips along the way. So come along and see if we come away with anything tonight, especially later on, and hopefully maybe this video or the next one, do some astrophotography. All right, see you in a minute. As I'm sitting here walking around this hill, trying to find an image for this evening, you know, something that's hard for me is actually making these videos. You know, all these guys on YouTube make it look so easy, but talking to yourself in the middle of nowhere, holding a camera out, is a little weird for me, especially since I'm more of an introvert. And having people around that could even hear me, even if they're 150 yards off, it's a little, you know, for me, a little embarrassing till I get used to it, which is what I'm hoping this will do. And it, you know, I've attempted to make a few different videos and it's just, can't find the words to say. And you know, when people come around, it kind of, I have to turn off the camera and wait for them to leave or find a new spot, and it just kind of hard to find the rhythm of things when you constantly are overthinking. So hoping that making all these videos, I'm going to be able to get over that little bit of fear, but I have a feeling I'm always going to be a little bit uncomfortable filming in front of people. But I don't think I'm going to find an awesome image tonight, and that's kind of the name of the game. You're not always going to come away with a portfolio image or even an image at all. But getting out, as I said in my last video, is something I never regretted doing, and just being in nature is calming, it's peaceful. Even with, I don't know if you guys can see the highway over there, you still have all that noise, but the view, even with the haze, is still nicer than just being in the city. So we're going to be down there fishing this evening as we're waiting for night to come to try to do some astrophotography, which, like I said, isn't something I've done before. I've got maybe one image and I'll pop that one up here here in a second. I'm not sure why I pointed up there. That image that you'll be seeing is from Oregon coast a number of years ago. First time actually trying my hand at it, and pleasantly came away with a decent image. So let me wander around some more and see if I can find an image and get it and share it with you guys. Well, can't really see in the frame right here, but I think I might have found something that, it's an experiment shot just to see if it'll work. Down here I have a patch of cactus with some flowers, wildflowers growing in the middle of it. I'm going to try to get low with my camera with a wide angle and just shoot across the bay over here and try to get some of the mountain. Not sure if it's going to work out, but if it does, I'll put it on the screen right after this. So I'm going to go ahead and set up and get that shot. Well, I'm composing the shot right now, trying to get it in frame. It's a little hard because I got cactus everywhere and I really don't want to nail in it. I'm trying to get the tripod lined up just right without disturbing much of the vegetation either. So let's see. Move it around. And it's a lot more difficult than it looks when you really don't want to get cactus on you or even sit on it. All right. I'm going to shoot at f11, and since it's such a big distance, I'm going to have to focus stack, which is taking multiple images and then in Photoshop put them together to hopefully have one fluid focus from here to infinity to the mountain beyond. So I'm going to go ahead and get it all lined up, and I'll show you here on the camera what this camera is actually seeing. All right, so looking at it, it's not the best composition, not the best lighting obviously, and there are no clouds in there. What I'm hoping to do is go focus from all the way out there to the flowers right here. Okay, got the exposure I think set to where I want it, and I have it focused right now all the way in the mountain in the distance, shooting at f11, 1/8 of a second at ISO 64, and I made sure that my 2-second timer is on, so when I hit the shutter it doesn't create a shake and make the photo kind of go out of focus. Correct. And that's what that 2-second timer is actually used for, is to give your camera the best opportunity to get the best, sharpest image that you can. Let me get that first image. And I'll kind of go to the middle of the frame and focus on that stuff. Do another 2-second timer. And now take a look at these flowers here. Take that image. I think we'll do one more image. And there we go. And as long as everything looks pretty good and I'm able to make the image decent, I'll share it with you guys anyways. And you know, there's probably a lot of things that aren't the greatest with this image, but I hope to hear about what you guys think about it. So leave a comment below and just you know, tell me what works, what you think, and what it doesn't work. That's completely fine. So I don't think it's going to be that strong of an image tonight, but it's something in the bag, and with the haze that we have going on, it's best that I can do. So all I'm going to do now is pack up everything, head back down to where my buddy's at, where we're going to set up for doing some astrophotography later this evening, and get some fishing done. That's kind of what we're going to do to pass the time this evening. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys taking a look at this video. It means a lot to me with me starting out this YouTube channel for any type of views, likes, comments. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button and leave some comments. And if you haven't seen my last week's video, I'll go ahead and put it right up here, and you guys can go link to that. It's my first YouTube video ever. And that was done at the Great Salt Lake shoreline. And yeah, that one, I feel, as of right now, was a much better image. They had clouds, there's drama in there. This one's going to probably take a little bit of Photoshop magic to make it pop, but we'll see. I won't know until I get home, but you'll see it before I do. So thanks again, and we'll see you in our next video. Well, this image didn't work out at all. Really lacks in the composition and subject matter. even down to having it focused all the way through. I missed some of the focus points and should have checked a little bit closer on the back of my LCD screen to make sure that each focused area was actually tack sharp. But that's okay that I didn't get it all, because this photo is not a portfolio quality photo. It was taken in haste to just try to get something for this video. And unfortunately, trying to find just the subject made it so I rushed through it and could not really take the time as I needed to really fine-tune a really good composition. I should have just kept looking, but that's the name of the game with this, and lessons learned. I'm always growing, as I think all of us should be with our photography and any other hobby that we have. Learn from mistakes and keep pushing forward. Okay, it's getting dark as we're waiting for night to come to hopefully do some astrophotography, and I didn't think I was going to be able to try to do another image, but as the sun was going down, I noticed out that way it just kind of had this nice glow across the water, and so I hurried and set up. Not sure if you can see this very well, but set up, got this rock in the foreground, and I already got the image, but I did 2 or 3 different photos, tried to focus stack on the rock, but it's so dark I had a hard time telling if it was in focus. I'm shooting at f11, ISO 64 at 15 seconds, was well with the 2-second timer, and I shot at that higher shutter speed, or that slower shutter speed I should say. Main reason is because I wanted to smooth the water out to try to get as much reflection as possible, because there's that slight wind that's just giving it ever so slightly a ripple, and I think it turned out pretty good. Again, I don't think that any of these 2 images tonight are going to be a portfolio, but as I said, not every time you go out you're going to get one of those, so I'll just pop that image up here in just a minute. And again, I appreciate you taking a look, and hopefully we'll see you next week doing some astrophotography.